Well, hello. Oh, let me get in the frame here on the camera. How about that? That's close enough. Welcome. We have got some Legion Cup NA action for you. Right now we have Kyboi versus Oldmanslum. So this is for Legion Cup Spring in NA. So we've made it through Group Stage 1. We are now in Group Stage 2. And you can see our match is... let's move it over here. Our match is this one right here in Group C. Kyboi versus Oldmanslum. Looks like Kyboi's already taken a match in Group C, so if he ends up winning this match, he's going to be in a really good spot to advance. Kyboi came in first in Group A, going undefeated 3-0 in Group Stage 1. And Oldmanslum actually was one of our automatic qualifiers from last season. He made the top 4 last season, so... two really good players who are both on a little bit of a hot streak right now. So the bands, it looks like Oldmanslum banned Beckett and Blackburn, which are the two kind of weird maps. Then Kyboi banned 2000 Atmospheres and Jagannatha, which I think are kind of the bigger maps. And let's go. We're going to go ahead and start. So it is a ZVZ, if you did not know that. So it could be in for a short series. Maybe we'll get lucky and it'll go a little bit longer. But spawning up here in the top left corner of Lightshade, playing for Alpha X, we do have our yellow Zerg Kyboi. And in the bottom right corner, playing for GDA Team, one of our semifinalists from last season, he is Oldmanslum. So no 12 pool, nothing too crazy yet. I like the Brood War drone, and I hate the Brood War hatchery. I don't know, it's like just looks like intestines. I guess it's supposed to look like that, but kind of gross. So both players go on hatch first. Looks like we're going to get at least a little bit of macro this game. We will see. Yeah, very exactly mirrored right now, just about. Oldmanslum just a little bit faster on the draw with that spawning pool. So both players probably going to bank up a few larvae to make Zerglings to try to defend against the 12 pool or something, but once they get their overlords over here, they will see that no 12 pool, no Scarlet build, no 13-12. Just macro. Seems like lately when I've seen macro games, it tends to be like Roach versus Muta, so I wonder if we're going to see some of that again. One player goes Roaches, one player goes Muta. Once you catch the other guy going Muta, you try to run across the map with all the Roaches and kill him and see how much damage you can do. And yeah, both players realize in their position, so they don't actually have to make any lings. I think Oldmanslum made one pair of lings just to be able to look around the map and stuff. But just drones, drones, drones! 400 minerals stacked up for Kyboi here, so wonder if he's going to take an early third or actually Oldmanslum's the one who takes the third first. And it's going to be Lair for Kyboi. It's going to be scouted by this Zergling. He definitely saw that.
Swarm forces under attack.
And yeah, expected roaches because there's only one gas for now, although he's taking a second and third. So I don't know, maybe you could go Muta from there. I feel like you get the fourth gas if you're going Muta. It's going to be Ling Bane on the other side of the map for Oldmanslum. With that third hatchery, he's going to have the extra larva, be able to produce a few extra units. Probably going to need to get some upgrades in order to actually trade against the roaches with any efficiency. He's trying to come back up here with the speedlings and confirm what he's playing against. He does see the roach warren. I think he tried to dive back in to see if that was upgrading, maybe. He would have had to been really fast to actually catch that. So 8 roaches on the way, and +1 for Kyboi, so it's going to be a pretty strong push. Oldmanslum's got the wall and the spines here at the natural, going for his own roach warren. I think that's going to be a little late. Oh, we're bringing queens. Look at this, the creep highway with Kyboi. Wow, it's going to be a strong push. Hard to imagine. I mean, at the least, he's going to lose this third base. But I think Kyboi might just be going straight for the kill, so it might just come straight at this natural here. We do have roach production started for Oldmanslum. And he does have quite a few spines. So I feel like he should be able to hold here. We'll see. Does have that roach warren at the front. Might want to go ahead and remake that somewhere else already. Just in preparation of him losing it. +1 is going to finish for Kyboi. Not immediately, but probably before this push is done, which is going to be a huge help. No chance for that to finish for Oldmanslum. His roach warren is getting pretty low. I think that's definitely going to go down. Spines are repositioning. Just now restarting that roach warren, but it's going to be a while before it's back up. And a lot of damage has been done here by Kyboi. +1's getting close to finishing. But there's actually enough roaches here from Oldmanslum to take this fight. Those spines must have done some work back there. I didn't exactly see them kill all the queens, but the queens all disappeared. So Kyboi does have 1 Ravager. He does have +1. Oldmanslum's kind of walking his spines forward far enough so he hopefully is going to be able to defend this hatchery over here. Not in position to defend it yet, and it's taken a lot of damage. Queen's coming up will have enough energy for a transfusion or 2. But yeah, now Oldmanslum is on the creep. Defending pretty well. Kyboi could target that hatchery down, but he'd lose several roaches doing it, so I'm not sure it's worth it. Queen going down there. We do have a spire behind all this for Oldmanslum, and Kyboi can't fight here with all these spines. Looks like the third was actually canceled by a little Ling run-by over here, so... good job by Oldmanslum. He needs to keep his own third alive, though. It's only 1 or 2 volleys away from going down. And Kyboi is going up to +2 ranged attack, so he will continue to trade better and better. Nice addition of these Lings is able to help kind of zone Kyboi away from this third base over here, not natural. Looks like we might be kind of stabilizing here. The worker count is actually pretty even. Overall, I actually think I like Kyboi's position a little better just because he has that +2 attack about to finish, and he's going to be able to trade ground units really well. But we also have the Spire finishing up just now. Should be some mutas on the way, which could possibly swing this the other direction. I wonder if Kyboi might notice that there's being a bunch of lings produced. Wonder where all that gas is going. Could be a tell, but that's a difficult call to make. 7 mutas on the way, and it looks like Oldmanslum is going to keep his third alive long enough to get the mutas out. Ooh, nice burrow over here. Is there any detection? I don't think there is. Oh man, these roaches are going to get so much damage done. Popping up in the natural, going to pop up in the third, kill this third base, and kill off the a lot of drones in the main most likely as well. Mutas, however, getting a lot of damage done all of the army that can't fight back. But let's see how much economic damage is done and if it's going to end up being worth it for Kyboi. He does now have time to make some spores at home. He's getting the Hydra Den. He did take out this third, by the way. Gonna be losing a lot of army supply, but he does have a pretty strong economic advantage at this point. And he's actually still getting economic damage done. 14 workers killed during all this. Might could have focused the Spire down if he was on top of it, but that's a lot of things to micro at once. Roach Warren goes down again. I'm not sure that's the biggest deal. But it's definitely... it is more damage. He's just splitting these roaches up every direction. Up to 21 worker kills now. Oldmanslum down at 30 workers, but he's trying to reproduce some. In the meantime, Kyboi has had enough time to get his economy going pretty well. Get some Hydras out, get some Spores out, and this third base is very well protected at this point. So definitely a significant lead for Kyboi at this point in the game. Oldmanslum has got to get some damage done with these mutas. Able to pick off a few straggler Hydras right here. Overlord's always good to kill. Only a single spore over here right now. I'm kind of surprised the number of spines. I feel like he didn't quite need that many. One more roach being annoying as possible. 5 kills on that roach, actually. Oh no, there's a second spore over here. The Baneling Nest is still alive for Oldmanslum. I think I'd like to see some Banelings and Bane Speed to help deal with the Hydras, but guess he doesn't really have the economy for Banelings right now, so still just producing Hydras, getting that, Mutas, getting that +2 air weapons. Hasn't really found any damage on Kyboi's side of the map, but he's still picking off Overlords, picking off Roaches, picking off ground units here and there. Doesn't want to fight these Hydras very much. He does focus down a couple. I'm not sure if I think he did lose a muta there. Might have lost one. Still, I think that was a good trade. Kyboi continuing to be annoying with these roaches. Like, at this point, you need an overseer kind of parked at each base. He does have overseers and overlord speed with his mutaflock now, so he can work on creep. Hopefully, be able to pick off more of these burrowed roaches. 26 drones killed in total, so it's still going. Let's get another one hiding up here for the right moment as well. Doing a really good job of keeping the mutas off of his side of the map, though, which is important. Because without the mutas putting any sort of pressure on, Kyboi has been able to get his 4th base up and running. He's up to 66 workers now. Starting to go for Hive, which is kind of the ultimate counter to mutas. You get a couple parasitic bombs ready. The Mutaflock doesn't last too much longer, usually. Oldmanslum is starting up his own fourth base, and he did get that Baneling speed we were talking about. No Banelings on the field yet, but... Kyboi, look at that, actually a bunch of Infestors, so... Infestor's also a very good counter to Muta Baneling. If you can hit the fungals, that is. Whoa. Could be a big moment. We gotta wait for it. That's a lot of mutas. 21 mutas. Gotta say, I like Kyboi's position. He's getting all the tech he needs, really, to deal with this. The force from his opponent. He just feels way further ahead in tech. He's getting Vipers now. He's got some Lurkers out. He's getting the Lurker upgrades. Got the Infestors. That's a pretty hard army to control. It's a lot of different spells and abilities to be using. But if you can do it effectively, it's gonna more or less be an auto win against Oldmanslum's composition. Using a few Banelings on these roaches, which is maybe not ideal. Kyboi is just relentless with these roaches. I'd like to see Oldmanslum, you know, try to get a spine and a spore or something like that at each base, but he just really hasn't had the economy, the extra money to burn to do that. A couple Lurkers morphing out in the middle of nowhere. A little hit squad of mutas. They do pick off one Infestor, but I don't think that's worth it. That's 400 gas of mutas. Oh, and all these Lurkers gone forward. They're exposed. Gonna lose several of them right here. A little bit of a split against the fungal growth, but the fungals are coming in. These mutas are more or less trapped. There's a parasitic bomb going down. Good splitting, but they're gonna need to split even more. It's good micro by Oldmanslum. Still picking off a couple Lurkers, but in the end, he lost several mutas right there. Did both the Vipers die? No, neither Viper died, right? Okay. So both Vipers still alive. I think I like that fight for Kyboi. Still. These Lurkers taking their turn to be the harassing units. Might be able to just massacre this drone line. No, never mind. Good pull. There's a big old army coming over here to the fourth base. And what is there to deal with this? Some Zerglings. That can't do anything. Some Roaches way over here on the other side of the map. I don't even think they have Roach speed, by the way. And yeah, that fourth base is immediately taken out. You're just coming back in, going to be trying to pick off some of these Lurkers. Oh, decent split. Still hits quite a few with the fungal growth. And oh, he's got 2 clumps hit with fungal growth right now. GG. Oh, yeah. I think Kyboi just a little bit too far ahead. Let's go ahead and update our score. This is just a best of 3. So it is 1-0 to Kyboi. So players are ready. We're going to go ahead straight into the second match. So taking a nice game 1 victory there. We do have our yellow Zerg player playing for Alpha X. He's Kyboi. I wonder if he chooses yellow to keep in theme with the Alpha X logo. If so, I'd like it. spawning in the bottom right corner. Playing for GDA team, looking to tie the series up 1-1. It's our purple Zerg, Oldmanslum. So it looks like both players looking to expand again. Oh, Oldmanslum was about a half second faster. That's basically game over. Economy's just going to be way ahead. Kidding, obviously. So it's a pretty committed attack from Kyboi in game 1. I'm going to be trying to keep track of his overlords and see if he gets them ready for the creep highway again. I think that attack is probably a little bit harder to do on this map. One, because the rush distance is a little bit longer, and two, because you're fighting up this ramp instead of having, like, in Lightshade, the ramp's further out. But it might still be doable. We'll see if he has something else to bring to the table as well, though. Oldmanslum did manage to get out quite a few mutas in that game, but I don't think he ever really... Never really got much damage done at all with them. I think he picked off, you know, a couple Hydras here, like 2 drones, a spine crawler, like... It just wasn't what you're looking for when you're going for mutas. And part of that is the fact that he had to use them defensively for so long. So again, both players, excuse me, seeing what they're up against, knowing that they're okay to just keep making drones. Kyboi a little bit supply blocked, actually. I think that's a mistake. Don't believe that's part of the build. Going for a quick lair again, though. Oldmanslum scouting at basically the same timing. He's going to see the lair again. Going to see if we see the ro16 and double gas follow up again. So far, it's looking pretty similar. No ro16 yet for Kyboi, though, so... There it is. Oldmanslum's ro16 actually went down a little... went first, so... I don't know, the order of the buildings I think was a little bit different from Kyboi, but it looks very much like the same builds. Still producing queens. He's going to be up to 4 queens here. Looks like he's moving out with his overlords, so... Oh, Nidus, okay. So, slightly different variation, but I think the same concept, more or less. Should be seeing a Nidus Worm thrown down over here. Oldmanslum this time, I think that was a Baneling nest he had, but canceled to throw down this Roach Warren, so... If he starts producing roaches, like right now, and doesn't stop, he should be pretty fine with this. And he's doing so far. Kind of surprised he went for +1 melee instead of ranged with the Roach Warren, but we'll see how it works out for him. Army supply is definitely leaning in Kyboi's direction right now. Oldmanslum doesn't have the... doesn't know where this is. He might be finding it shortly, but yeah, it's going to get up.
Under attack.
So he knows where it is now for sure. Oldmanslum will be getting reinforcements a little bit quicker, but Kyboi now setting up a second Nidus entrance so he can pop between the two if necessary. This fight so far looking pretty good for Kyboi. He's got an overwhelming number. Oldmanslum just doesn't have enough roaches. Oh my goodness, that was quick. It's over. That's a 2-0 victory for Kyboi. I think Oldmanslum had the idea, but didn't quite make enough units fast enough there. So that was a pretty quick series. I think I'm gonna go ahead and cast I've got some replays from the Platinum House finals. I'm gonna cast those two, but I'm gonna restart the stream when I do so. So if you just want to hang out for a minute while I'm setting things up, then I'll restart the stream with no delay. I gotta download the replays first. 2, 3, 4, 5. And gotta go promote the stream. Boom, promoted. And this is Platinum Heroes. Subtitle. I gotta remember the capitalization on their names.